Coming up on Look Today, well, government officials met with local restaurant owners and servers today in Saratoga to discuss Governor Cuomo's proposal to eliminate the tip credit. I've got details. And Saratoga County Prosperity Partnership may assist in the infrastructure upgrade projects scheduled in Moreau. I've got those details. Plus, we've got continuing coverage of Hudson Headwaters Health Network's plan to build a new facility off of Exit 17. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. On tonight's program, I sit down with Chuck Voskanyan, president, founder of Rockman Record Club. Always a great guest. He's here to talk about the next presentation featuring Hendrix. It's a two-parter because it's Hendrix. Plus, I sit down with Denise Romeo. She's vice president, Saratoga County Chamber of Commerce. And we're joined by my co-host, Cheryl Hage Perez, in the first interview of our exclusive series, A Look at Veterans. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, government officials met with local restaurant owners and servers today in Saratoga to discuss Governor Cuomo's proposal to eliminate the tip credit. The meeting took place at Longfellow's in Saratoga to discuss how the potential elimination of the minimum wage tip credit would impact restaurants and their employees. Elected officials representing Saratoga County are calling on Governor Cuomo to re-examine this proposal. Now, many are fearful that this proposal will have a drastic effect on the livelihoods of many in that industry. Now, we were at the meeting, and we spoke to New York State Senator Kathy Marchione.
We really shouldn't even have to be here. We shouldn't even have to be discussing this. Leave it the way it is and let people continue in their careers the way they have chosen to, not change it in a mainstream.
Now, we also spoke with Susan Mazzara. She's a server at the Old Bryan Inn in Saratoga.
If the tip credit is eliminated, there's no guarantee people are going to tip. They think, well, you're making minimum wage now, we don't need to tip you. Without tips, I would have no pay. I would be there for nothing. I'd have to find something else to do. And at this point in my life, no one is going to hire me and pay me what I'm making now.
Now, we also spoke to Senator Jim Tedisco, who was there, and we're going to have that interview for you tomorrow. In other news, the town of Moreau may get a free economic development plan from the Saratoga County Prosperity Partnership to help them with infrastructure upgrades on Route 9. Partnership is working with towns throughout the county to identify infrastructure or economic inefficiencies in order to fix them. We spoke to Marty Vaneggs. He's a president of the partnership by phone today, and we're going to have more on this story as it develops in the coming days. Switching from news to weather, expect rain this weekend. April showers. Let's see how the rest of the week and the weekend is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponster with your first look weather update here on Look TV. Our national forecast shows low pressure entering the picture from southeast Canada, bringing that warm front through New England. Here's a cold front advancing through portions of the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes. Secondary cold front near the UP of Michigan. Featuring this high pressure system to our south and west, and that's going to mean plenty of spring-like weather, maybe even some summertime weather amidst drought conditions into portions of the southwest. As temperatures in terms of our local area will drop only to the mid-40s, so not too shabby from Saratoga Springs to Clifton Park. Fort Edward as well, about 43 degrees. So you're still going to need those heavier jackets, but nothing too surprising where you're going to need those heavy coats. 42 the overnight low here in Glens Falls, upper 30s at elevation. So we're seeing those 30s and 40s across upstate New York, 50s to the south. May see a few showers early, 42 the overnight low. Then we'll see scattered showers, 54. Calm winds generally out of the west. Out the door, few showers will start to build in with lower to mid 40s through the 8 a.m. hour. And here's our extended forecast. We're going to see a likely chance of showers over the weekend with highs going from the 50s. We'll drop into the 40s for one day and back to the 50s for Monday with that 80% chance of showers 46 the afternoon high on Tuesday, and look at those rain chances, at least 60% Saturday through Monday. So any weekend plans will need to be inside or bring in the wet weather gear. That was your weather update here on First Look Weather on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. Okay, back to the news. Well, we've got continuing coverage of a story we began telling you about earlier this week. Hudson Headwaters Health Network is proposing to build a new facility on Route 9 in the Exit 17 corridor. This new facility would replace the Moreau Health Center. Well, Moreau town officials are hoping to foster more economic growth in the area. And the town board, by the way, will be voting on this proposal soon, and we will cover that. Now, as part of the plan, by the way, Glens Falls Hospital would rent space within this new facility. Well, we were there, and we spoke to Tucker Slingerland. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Hudson Headwaters Health Network.
The other piece that means a lot to us is that we bring some additional new services, so having x-ray and imaging available is really, really important, and Glens Falls Hospital will be providing that along with laboratory services.
Up next, I sit down with none other than Chuck Visconyan. He's the president and founder of Rockman Record Club, and he's here to talk about the next presentation featuring Hendrix. Because it's Hendrix, this is part one of my two-part interview with him. Plus, I also sit down with Denise Romeo. She's vice president, Saratoga County Chamber of Commerce, and we're joined by my co-host, Cheryl Hage Perez, in our first interview in a very informative series over the next 8 weeks called A Look at Veterans. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, they just told me in the control room we are seriously out of time. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.